First of all, I want to congratulate each and every one of you who are graduating today from the program. It's been one great semester. I truly enjoyed every one of you, and I hope that each and every one of you are going to go off and do some amazing things that I think you're going to do. When we started 14 weeks ago, you were a bunch of wide-eyed students coming into the class for the first time, not knowing exactly what this class was all about. But by the end of the 14 weeks, I got to really know you all individually, and as fast as the class went, and as fast as the speakers spoke, and as quick as all of you students made your presentations, that's how quick the life of an entrepreneur goes. As you heard from all the speakers that came in, many of them had no idea that they would end up in the fields that they were in. Gentlemen like Roy Furman, who graduated from Brooklyn College, and Sam Bella, people who started out going into things like law and then ended up in investment banking and other fields like that. So you don't really know when you're an entrepreneur what you're going to go and do. My wife every year never knows what business I'm going to be in. As we saw in the last year, I entered into the Broadway business, and I'm a producer of the show Evita. Did anybody see Ricky Martin yesterday promoting Evita on all the TV networks? So if you Google it, if you hit it on Google and YouTube, he did some massive promotion yesterday for the show, which is really getting a lot of press and is doing very, very well. Also, look out for my SAT programming, which starts on national cable TV in September, produced by none other than our class speaker, Harold Klein, Brooklyn College graduate Harold Klein, who is my partner in that program. 6 30-minute series, which will cost the end user $9.99, billed by their local cable company. And hopefully, if all goes well, millions of people will be tuning into that show. And we will expand the programs to LSAT, GMATs, and other formats, all in the spirit of providing an affordable education. So before we start, I'd like to introduce a few people who are here today. First, I'd like to introduce Katie Schlesinger from the Brooklyn College Foundation. Katie was nice enough to bring your scholarship checks today with her. Secondly, I'd like to introduce everybody. Everybody knows her already, but Sarah, my wife. Again, Sarah herself, an immigrant from Cuba in 1962, like a lot of immigrants sitting here today, went to Brooklyn College and was able to build a very successful life, business, and family. So hopefully the same thing will happen to you. Next, I'd like to introduce you to my mom, Shirley. Could you stand up, Shirley? Okay, Shirley, my mother, is second-generation American. Her mom came here from Poland under very difficult circumstances. And she worked for the New York City Transit Authority for many years, and also was a fellow flea marketer and would help me and my dad out in the flea markets selling and honing the skills. So as we all saw on those selling days, selling is really exciting, interesting, and a skill that stays with you for your whole life because you're always going to be selling. And lastly, I'd like to thank my father, Joe, who's here today. Joe, as you know, helped many of you on our marketing days with the flyers and on the selling days, and certainly helped me get a foothold into the entrepreneur business by getting me into the flea market business when I was a restless 16-year-old, and the last thing I wanted to do was get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and start waiting in line in some flea market. But he got me out of bed every weekend, and we did it, and certainly was a great help for my career. Okay, so in honor of our program today, I did a little poem for the class. I bet you didn't know I was the poetry kind of guy, right? Jack of all trades. Okay. Poem is entitled The Class of 2012. 30 of you made the cut, kicked some butt, and surely needed to strut. The weekly homework forced you to think, read the ink, and to stay in sync. Our weekly speakers were interesting and wise. They did everything but win the Nobel Peace Prize. Our class this year was a lot of fun. We heard a lot of ideas. Some could be a home run. I thank my wife Sarah and Father Joe for helping the class more than they know. Now our semester ends, and you take with you the knowledge never learned in college. My hope for each of you is to follow your dream and build your self-esteem. Okay, here we go. Trammell, our point guard, turned out to make the sales by wrapping jewelry with all the girls. Pearl sat up front and liked the speakers. I'm sure someday she will get her way. Jeremiah has that infectious smile to match his fancy style, and he always goes the extra mile. Shakisha, I don't see her here today. Well, Shakisha's nap centers could be a big hit. Questions always showed how much wit. Roni knows kicks and all the sales tricks to make it in the mix. Monique is a team player that is focused and a leader. She is also a very good reader. Slav is a leader with contagious energy. His LSAT watch will one day be bought by Swatch. Adina has progressive ideas for clothes and has passion for her fashion. Ben asks great questions, and music is his life. His ideas cut like a knife. Carrie Ann dreams big thoughts and is making her mark. One day she'll be a shark. Akiva is someone to be admired and trusted. I know for sure he will never be busted. Michelle invented Click, a new social media that is very slick. Anthony's tattoo business should be a summer success with little or no stress. Elon is a gamer that will make it online and will do very fine. Enola can sell jewelry 3 for $5. She wants to succeed and always will strive. Giaz will make sports for any courts, and then he's going to relax in his Bermuda shorts. Baluk and her sister sold some bags. They'll go back to their country and buy 2 Jags. Tamari has a sight on opening a spa. Clients will lose weight and also get a date. Danielle's sushi concept made us all hungry. We'll be a winner and keep us thinner. Michelle will serve papers as a process server. Certainly not a career for a mere observer. Ekaterina wants to start tours to places with beautiful shores and plenty of stores. Timmy was a class favorite for sure. His cosmetic line looks so fine with great design. Alina wants a spa that acts like a bar, but when you come out, you look like a rock star. Erica has dreams for a Dominican restaurant to serve one and all for the long haul. Alexandra is an athlete that wants to open a local bar that to Brooklyn College students is not too far. Karina's Greek clothing business should go very far, as she is making it easy to buy as apple pie. King is a guy with creative ambitions. His art-inspired design should be a gold mine. Where is King? Is he here? He's a little late today? Okay. Hugo's authentic Mexican restaurant has a twist, which will persist, and if it doesn't work, he will surely be pissed. Serge is quiet, but with big ideas. His Haitian creation will have great admiration. Mariami will build a spa with classes for the masses and drink and food That idea sounds very shrewd. Anastasia will introduce her new business, Spark, which is right on the mark and ready to embark. Well, there you have it. We had much fun. Now go out there and become number one.